Prosecution Council. I'll be taking you through some of the high-profile cases that we have been handling, and just giving a brief overview of these cases and their current status. So to begin with, we have anti-corruption case number 25 of 2019, the Lake Basin Development Authority case. It involved inflations in prices of the construction of a mall. This matter involved about 2.5 billion Kenya shillings. Currently, it has been given dates. It has hearing dates. Sorry, I can't seem to see from where I'm standing. Just a second. Allow me to present from here because I can't see the screen properly. I can't see.
Wrong pair of glasses this morning.
No, it's not clear over there. Sorry for that. So it currently has hearing dates scheduled for the 6th to the 9th of December 2021. However, this case has had a bit of challenges in regard to the fact that we had stay orders that were issued by the High Court Anti-Corruption Division, which lasted for almost an year. And upon the conclusion of the High Court matter, the court dismissed the application of that had been filed by one of the accused persons. They filed an appeal in the Court of Appeal just recently, and last week again they were given stay orders in the matter. We therefore now have to await the ruling of the court, which is scheduled to be delivered on in February 2022. Therefore, as we speak, despite the hearing dates that had been issued in December, will be unlikely, or we are barred from proceeding with this matter until the conclusion of the matter in the Court of Appeal. The next matter is a matter on tax evasion involving ASL Wow Limited. This is a case involving one Humphrey Kariuki related to tax evasion issues. This matter has a mention on the 25th of November 2021 to take hearing dates. However, our office also gazetted KRA officers to prosecute the matter. The next case is the case on the Aurora and Kimura multipurpose dam projects. This is a matter that involved the construction of the Aurora and Kimura dams. It involved the former CS Treasury Henry Rotich. The matter involved the loss of about 63 billion thereabout, if you include the two dams, the figure on the two dams. This is one case that I think in the recent past was a genesis of how complex anti-corruption matters can get, considering that it involved several aspects of procurement, including the PPP Act, the Public-Private Partnership Act, and also it involved a lot of documentation, as we are about 30 box files. So if you count the number of accused persons, the number of counsels representing them, and how many documents in total we had to disclose, that ended up to being volumes and volumes of documents. It also had an international aspect where we are dealing with Italian companies and directors. So we also now faced a challenge on having these people extradited. At the moment, Italy is not one of the countries that is very cooperative in extraditing its own citizens. So as the matter proceeded, we've had to now separate their charges so that we are able to proceed with the charges against the people, at least the people who are currently in the country, so as to expedite the matter. So the hearings of this matter are now coming up from the 22nd to the 26th of November. We also have other hearing dates in December. This is a matter involving former Nairobi Governor Evans Kidero. It's anti-corruption case number 8 of 2019. This matter is coming up for pretrial on 10th of December 2021. However, it has also had a source of delay, as it equally had stay orders from the High Court. So the High Court matter was recently concluded, hence why now it's coming up for pretrial. The other matter is anti-corruption case number 22 of 2019. This is a matter against the former governor Kiambu, Federal Waintito. It is coming up, it involves the loss of about 25 million Kenya shillings. It is coming up for hearing on the 16th to the 18th of November 2021. Some of the issues that we probably faced in this particular case is the COVID-19. Actually, most of the cases, as we had earlier had highlighted, had also been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. And we were therefore not in a position to proceed with most of them for quite some time. And also the fact that for a considerable period of time, the former governor was indicated to be unwell, and therefore the matter kept being postponed. The next case is anti-corruption case number 49 of 2018. This is a case on in regard to Kisumu Oil Jetty. It involves the loss of about 1.9 billion Kenya shillings. It is coming up for hearing on the 29th of November 2021. The next case is one of the KPLC cases that we are handling, anti-corruption case number 26 of 2021, involving the former MD and CEO of KPLC, involving about 408 million Kenya shillings. The matter has been proceeding in court, and it currently has hearing dates scheduled on 18th and 19th of January, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 28th, and 29th and 30th of March 2022, and 11th, 12th, and 13th of May 2022. The next matter is anti-corruption case number 10 of 2018. This is one of the cases in regard to the NYS scandal, NYS 2, I believe, involving the former principal secretary, Lilian Mbogo Omolo. This is another case that also had quite its complexities, considering that it involves several other cases where quite a number of companies were involved, and all those companies were handling different types of tenders. So of course it became a challenge just bundling them up together and trying to make this case as simple as possible to avoid losing the sense of evidence. However, this matter has hearing dates on the 22nd to the 24th of February 2022, and 14th, 18th, 21st, and 25th of March 2022. Sorry, I've skipped a case. The next case is anti-corruption 50 of 2018, involving Kenya Pipeline Company, about the loss of about an amount of Kenya shilling 644 million. This case is coming up for hearing on the 12th, 22nd, and 26th of November 2021. The other case is anti-corruption case number 48 of 2018. This case involves it's a case in regard to NHIF, involving I think it was an ICT project given to a company called WebTribe. It involves the loss of about Kenya shillings 49 million. It's coming up for hearing on the 23rd, 25th, 30th November 2021 and 1st and 2nd December 2021. The next matter is criminal case number 1151 of 2018 involving Kenya Bureau of Standards for the loss of about 882 million Kenya shillings for the supply of KEBS quality marks. It involves the MD, the MD Charles Ogega. This matter is coming up for hearing on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of February 2022, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of March 2022, and 19th, 20th, and 21st of April 2022. The next matter is anti-corruption case number 33 of 2018. This matter involved Professor Swazuri in the National Land Commission for the loss of about 221 million Kenya shillings. The matter has a mention on the 29th of November 2021. The next case is anti-corruption case number 23 of 2018 in regard to Busia Governor Sospita Ojamong. This matter is on the loss of about 8 million Kenya shillings. The same had reached its defense stage. However, again, it was taken to the High Court, and there are stay orders in regard to this matter. So we are waiting the conclusion of the court. In fact, it's coming up for mention on the 25th of November for the court to be given a status update on the main petition in the High Court. The matter is coming up before the High Court on 23rd of November 2021. This is anti-corruption case number 16 of 2013 involving the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission against James Oswago, the CEO then, involving the loss of Kenya shillings about 1.3 billion. The matter is currently on its defense stage and coming up for hearing on the 26th of November, 6th to 8th of December 2021. That is the end of my presentation.
Thank you very much, Judy. Just to pick on what you had mentioned yesterday, that there is a need to have a balanced and a fair reporting of some of these high-profile cases that you have been shown. So going forward, ladies and gentlemen, please mutujenge kidogo na sisi, muonyeshe kwamba tumechapa kazi. It's good to see that we are almost a full house. I'm told that Mombasa was booming last night. You are searching for stories. I mean, you are searching for stories, and I'm told until as early as 5 a.m. this morning. So we are looking forward to reading what you uncovered. Mombasa has a lot of stories to give. So, Paul, baadaye, we want to start the stories now. Baadaye, tungoje. Is there... are there questions based on this? Okay. Okay, sir. I think some 2 or so cases were left out. Let's see them. Paul, I can give you an opportunity in the afternoon to tell us what you discovered about Mombasa last night.
Good morning, everybody. I saw some of you having so much fun yesterday, and I was worried about today's attendance. But I'm glad that you're persons of integrity and we are having a full house. So clap for yourself for being here in the morning. So as promised, we've already given you the status on anti-corruption matters. But there was one particular matter that popped up when we're having the discussions. That is the matter of Babu Owino. And the status is that the matter is coming for hearing on 2nd of December 2021. Actually, it's coming for mention so that the court can be able to give a hearing date. And this is because we are all aware that the complainant has been trying to withdraw the case. And as you watched what our senior counsel here, his clip, Mr. Kyoko Kilokumu was talking about the public interest and what we need to do. So although the complainants are entitled to withdraw the matter, we as prosecution, we've been of the view that we should be able to go forward and prosecute. So then there's that issue of if the witness does not testify, what happens? So there's that balance. They're trying to negotiate out of the court. We are ready to proceed with the matter. And then after that, we'll be able to see how to proceed once the matter is mentioned on 2nd of December 2021. The other issue that we thought that would bring to your attention is the inquest of Agnes Sanji Koanjiro. I think most of us have read the story. It is really a sad story indeed. Of a 21-year-old trying to make ends meet for her 5-month-old child, going out and then losing her life in the process of trying to raise a living for her child. So it's really sad. So what have we done as a government and as an office of the DPP in particular? So we are saying that when we... Okay. So we are saying that when we received this file, sometimes back, we were able to, that is in 2018, we were able to peruse the file. Initially, when it came, when all this began, and we recommended that an inquest be done. And the inquest was subsequently done by the learned magistrate, who was of the opinion that an offense had been committed, and thereafter the file was closed. So what have we done as an office to ensure that justice then carried forward from the inquest? And by the way, what is an inquest? Inquest is basically just trying to find out who committed the offense, the 5 Ws, and how. Who is the deceased person, who committed the offense, when and how was it committed, such like things. Just trying, it's more like a fact finding. And really, during inquest, the issues of evidence are not really strict. Everybody just comes. It's like, I'd give an example like a baraza. Everybody just comes and says what happens. And thereafter, the magistrate makes an opinion and then forwards a file to the DPP for further action. In this case, the file was the opinion was forwarded to the DPP, the AG, and also the county government. So once we received that file, we realized that some critical areas were not covered. In particular, there was this watchman who says that he saw Agnes getting into the rooms of one of the British officers and also had commotion. So we realized that that piece of evidence was missing in terms of identifying that who was this particular officer. We also realized that the evidence, although the magistrate had formed an opinion that an offense had been committed, she was not able to point out who in particular committed that offense. So then what did we do? When we received the file, we were able to identify those gaps, and we sent the file to the DCI together with the areas that we thought that were very important to be covered. And since then, we have been waiting for the DCI, or rather the police, to be able to submit to us the file, having covered the areas that we identified. So we wrote to him by a letter dated 7th December 2020, requesting him to cover some of the areas that had been identified. And if you allow me, we had said, and having perused the inquest, the opinion of the learned magistrate, we had requested the DCI to put up a team under his, they have a specialized team that deals with murder cases. So we had requested that the homicide team then moves in to be able to really look at the matter critically, given that they were not the ones who were on the ground when the offense was being investigated. And in particular, we had wanted him to be able to establish and confirm the existence of the officers named in the inquiry. So the learned magistrate was able to name about 8 officers that were allegedly booked in that particular hotel. So then we were now wanted to really confirm, because now it's an issue of evidence. So we wanted that evidence to be availed. And also we needed to confirm that these particular officers were actually present in Kenya at around the time the offense was committed, and also bring in the forensic evidence that we felt that was missing in the file. So since 7th of December, we have been waiting for the file to be submitted so that we can be able to carry on with to be able to make a decision as to what to follow next. Of course, you're aware that under the Batuk, there's an MOU between Kenya. There's an MOU between Kenya and Britain that was signed in 2010, which allows Kenya to be the ones, in case an offense has been committed by one of the soldiers, and it allows the Kenyan authority to be able to prosecute. So in line with this MOU, we are already in the talks with our counterparts to be able to have these officers, if found culpable, to be extradited to Kenya so that they can be able to face justice within Kenya. And Agnes, as Wanjiro's child, can also be able to face, or rather get the justice. And we also feel like the offense was committed here, the victims are here, and therefore Kenya is appropriate authority to be able to prosecute this matter. So as an office, we are committed to ensure that this matter is properly investigated and properly prosecuted so that there can be justice. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lillian. Now, this present.
I hope we're not live. We're not whatevering live. I can only read what's in the file. Okay.